My early spring containers that I needed to pull over here in this area, they are pulled. Now, there are still some hyacinth bulbs in there. I'm going to be pulling those, but those are going to a friend. She's going to be planting those in her garden. She asked me for them. I told her, fine, no problem. I'll get them over to you as soon as I finish my show. Now that my show is finished, it's easy enough for me to go in, pull the hyacinth bulbs, and then give them to her in her garden. She's going to just pop them in because the flower bed that she's using them in is not seen by everyone. So she's not afraid to have the foliage or foliage, depending on where you're from, die back. She's perfectly okay with that. And quite honest, if I wanted to transplant a tulip or a daffodil, I would not be a bit more concerned about somebody seeing some dead foliage dying down, because I know I'm going to reap the benefit of that bulb being transferred to my garden, one, for free, and two, I'm going to get a beautiful show next year because it's only going to add to the ambiance here. We will be pulling the hyacinth bulbs, but for right now, I want to focus on this area right here. Now, this area is the forefront to my shade garden. It sets the stage to let you know you're entering in a place of ambiance. It's quiet. You can often hear the birds chirping, but I have a beautiful hedge of hydrangeas that's in containers. Yes, this hedge of hydrangeas here is in containers, and I love it. I'm absolutely excited about it, and I cannot wait for them to be in full bloom in the summertime. I did do a mix. It's not all one type of hydrangea here. Then you have the arborescence here. And then I leave the middle container open, and everything that I do in my garden is by design. So I'm not even going to tell you why I leave the middle open. I'll just show you this season. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure to go in, hit that subscription button, hit the notification bell, because we post a lot of content over here on Garden Queen, and I spill all my tips and tricks to show you how you can have a beautiful garden on a dime, if that makes sense. Okay? So what we're going to do is we are going to be trimming up the hydrangeas here. Now, this right here, this is a weed. So the longer you container garden, you will see that sometimes you have these imposters that's dropped into your soil, and the only way to pretty much get this out is by me going in using some form of a root killer that will only attack that individual plant, or when I decide to repot my hydrangea, then I can go in, separate it out, and just take the full root out. But for right now, what we're going to be doing is we're just going to chop this right on down. So we are going to prune these hydrangeas. That's our first task, and then we will move on to the next project over here because I have so many things that I need to get done. I feel like I'm quite behind. I'm in the middle of transitioning things out, pulling containers. I'm missing areas and shows in my garden, but you know what? It's okay. Life happens. So let's just hop right in. going to start the fountain up, but there is a bird egg. Bird's nest, y'all. I don't know why they would, that's not even a safe location. It's like right at the tip here of a limb that's been cut off. The egg right here. Y'all, it's getting ready to rain. We're going to clean up this fountain here. If it doesn't stop raining, then we'll finish tomorrow. I'm going to put about 3 drops of Fountain in here. This is what I use for my fountains to keep them nice and clear. I love the sound of this fountain. It's a nice, slow, steady trickle. I can only imagine the ambiance and the peace that I'm going to feel in the summertime when I'm out here sitting in my garden. I'm going to be able to hear the trickles from this fountain, and then I'll be sitting back there having a cup of coffee, or whether I'm walking through this easement, this walkway here. Let me know down in the comment box, what do you think about this fountain? So I have 1 down and I have 3 more to go. I'm going to continue my shade garden transformation at a later time because it's rained. It's very late now. I've been out here working all day in my garden. I'm super duper excited about the fountain here. I love it.